Okay, people, so this is the video number 3. I am going to explain in this video the vocabulary of the lesson B and grammar of lesson B. The grammar is very similar of lesson A, so we are going to use going to and will also. So that is why I am going to do only one video with these topics, vocabulary and grammar from lesson B. So in the last video, we were talking about plans and decisions with be going to. And the last page of that presentation was this. Remember, it's really important that you remember in this unit, you have to learn about going to, which is used to talk about things that you have planned. Okay, you plan that. That is what you want to happen. And maybe it's going to happen because you follow that plan. And will is used for decisions taken right now. That is not your plan. You were not thinking about that. You took that decision in the same moment you were speaking. And now I have these two activities for you. I will read the question and give you some time to answer. The number 1 says, choose the correct option for making plans and decisions. Choose the correct option for making plans and decisions. What is the correct option? Okay. If I say she studied medicine, that is not a plan. That is something that happened in the past. Okay. If I say she ought to study medicine, or if I say she should study medicine, those are not plans. Those are suggestions. Maybe you are giving an advice to a person. That is not the answer. But if you say she's going to study medicine, that is your plan, that is your decision. You are using be going to express that you plan what is going to happen. Okay, number 2. Choose the correct option for making predictions. Choose the correct option for making predictions. Okay, if you say I should go to college this year, that is not a prediction, that is a suggestion, an advice for yourself. Because I didn't go to college this year, that is the past, so that is not the option, and neither this one, because they are talking about the past. And if you say maybe I won't go to college this year, that is a prediction, because you are using will. Okay, remember that won't is will plus not. Okay, so maybe when you say maybe, it's because maybe you are not 100% sure that something is going to happen. You are predicting something. Maybe I won't go to college this year. Okay. Okay, now the vocabulary from lesson B. after graduation. In this case, we are talking about things that you do or things that you plan to do when you finish the university, when you graduate, okay? So the first phrase is do an internship. So do an internship is a temporary position with an emphasis on the job training rather than merely employment. So when you do an internship, it's not that you are working in a place. You, for example, when people study nursery or when people study to be a bartender, they go to a hotel and do an internship. They do a pasantía. So remember, it's not that you work there, but you receive a training in that place. Okay, so now we have at some point. So when we talk about some point, we have this word bank here. The word bank. Here you see we are talking about definite future time and indefinite, okay, definite future time and indefinite future time. When we say definite, it's because the time is specific, and when you say indefinite, the time is not specific, right? If I say after graduation, the time is very specific. It's when you finish the university, you are going to do something. If I say after graduation, I am going to do an internship, that means that right away I finish the university, that is what I am going to do. Okay, in a month specific, next year, this summer. So these words are used to talk about specific future time, definite future time. Then we have indefinite future time. Soon, in a few days, in a few weeks, in the near future, at some point, someday, eventually. We have eventually here also, eventually. So this is not a specific soon. You don't know when, but very, very near the future. Okay, in a few days, maybe 2 or 3 days, in a few weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, in the near future, at some point in the future, I am going to buy a house. I don't know when, but it's in the future. Someday, eventually, with the time, I am going to get more money. When you say eventually, it's something that maybe in the time, okay, with time, I am going to get something. Create a resume. I don't know the pronunciation very well of this, but to create a resume is to create a curriculum. Then take time off. When you say you are going to take time off, is that you are going to have free time of something. Imagine that I say, well, this year I am going to take time off to travel. Maybe I am not going to work for a few months at the Dominico, and I am not going to work at the Dominico for some months, and in this time I am going to travel. So that is to take time off. In the near future, as I explained that here, I explained that here. Eventually, also go back to school. When you go back to a place or you go back to a school, is that you return to school to study something or whatever. Someday, well, a day in the future, you don't know when, and to be my own boss. I want to have a business. I don't want to be an employee anymore. So I create my own business. I am going to be my own boss. So here I am going to send you this presentation for you to read this part, because it's the same that I explained in the last video. I was explaining about will and going to, that they are interchangeable. That if you use, for example, if you say, I am going to go to the beach, or I will go to the beach, is almost the same. They have a similar meaning. And I will send you this for you to read. I am not going to read everything. Maybe something that is important, for example, let me see. Well, this part, no, that is not. You are going to read that by yourselves, okay? So in these cases, we are talking about definite or indefinite future expression. So here we have definite and indefinite. I will call you at noon tomorrow. That is specific because you are going to call that person at 12 tomorrow. I will call you at some point tomorrow. You don't know if you are going to call that person in the morning, in the afternoon, at evening, I don't know, whatever, okay? I want to go back to school in the spring, so but that is very specific because you are talking about that season. I want to go back to school at some point in my life, indefinite, not a specific. I don't know, someday, okay? So that's what we are talking here. When you receive that, you read it, you study. If you have any question, just let me know. And 2 more activities. I can't believe our vacation ends today. I know, blank, we'll be back at work. What could be the answer? Well, so can we say, I know, in a month we'll be back at work? No, because that person is talking about today. The vacation ends today. So can we say next year? No. This summer? No. Soon. I know. Soon we'll be back at work. So remember that soon, when you use the word soon, means here that something is going to happen quickly, okay? Something is going to happen quickly. So that is why we have to choose soon here, right? Number 2, what is your dream job? What is your dream job? I want to be independent. I want to, you don't have a boss. You want to be independent. So I want to, are you going back to school? No, obviously no. Are you gonna do an internship? Neither. Are you going to create a resume? Obviously no, because if you want to be independent, you are not going to work for anybody. So you want to be your own boss. I want to be independent. I want to be my own boss. Okay. Okay, so now the grammar. Predictions with be going to and will. As you see here, this grammar is almost the same as the last grammar. So they say you can use be going to and will to make predictions about the future. She's going to be very successful. She will be very successful. So they are very similar. You can use be going to, you can use will. In negative, Some students are going to pass the exam. Some students won't pass the exam. There you are making predictions. What is going to happen? What will happen in the future? Here you can use definitely, probably, or maybe to say how certain you are about something. Notice how they are used with will and be going to. So if we say he will definitely, he will probably study business in college, we use will and then we use definitely or probably. Okay. But when we use maybe at the beginning. Maybe he'll study business in college, okay? So when we use definitely or probably, it's after will. But if you use maybe, it's at the beginning of the sentence with will, okay? And in negative, we have to use definitely and probably, and then we use will plus not, won't. He definitely won't study history. He definitely, or he probably won't study history. Okay, so here, when we use it, they say, notice how they are used with, will, and be going to, these words are used with be going to. So we use first the verb to be, then we use definitely or probably, and then we use going to. Okay, the rest of the sentence then. The verb to be first, then we use definitely or probably, be going to, the base form of the verb, and then the complements. Okay, so let me organize this better. When we are using this word, we use the subject plus verb to be plus definitely, or probably, plus going to, plus base form, plus complements. Right. So I can say, as an example, I can say, I am going to use the same example you have there. Let me change the color. Blue. So the subject, she, verb to be is definitely going to, and attend college in fall. Okay, so as you see, we use it in a different way. We use it in a different way. With will, you use will, definitely or probably, and then the verb. Here use the verb to be, definitely or probably, going to, and then the base form of the verb. Okay. And in negative, also with maybe goes at the beginning when you use going to. It goes at the beginning also. And when you use negative, you see here we use definitely and probably at the beginning or before won't. But here you can say she definitely isn't going to, or you can say she's definitely not going to. So you can use the contraction of the verb to be with the negative all together with going to, or you can divide first the verb to be, probably or definitely, and then the negative word, going to, and the base form of the verb. Okay, for me, obviously, it's easy this way because you don't have to divide. You say isn't going to, and that's it. But you can use the two ways. Definitely, you are 100% certain of something. Probably, you are very certain of something. Maybe you are 50 or 75%. You are 75%. And maybe you think something is possible, maybe 50% in this case. Okay. If you are going to use question, as you know that when you use the verb to be goes at the beginning. Is she going to go to graduate school? Remember that when you use go, you have to write going to and also go, because this is not a verb. This is the future phrase, and this is the verb. Go is the verb. Is she going to go to graduate school? Maybe. I'm not sure. Will she go to graduate school? Probably not. I think she wants to get a job. You can ask a yes or no question, prediction question with be going to or will. Yes or no question is this. Or it's common to answer this question with only definitely or probably. You can say, is she going to go to graduate school? Probably, definitely, maybe, and that's it. You don't have to use, yes, she's going to, no, probably, definitely, maybe, okay. To express the negative, add not after definitely or probably, okay. So if for example, in this, if I want to change this answer, is she going to go to graduate school? Maybe not. So you add not to the word definitely, probably, or maybe. Maybe not. Will she go to graduate school? Probably not. Okay. I know this is too much information, but it's really easy. So you practice by yourself. Watch the video 2, 3, 4 times. If you have any question, you have your books, study from your books, but watch the video because in here you have the explanation. And also here you have activities and something more to read. They are explaining here that going to and will are very similar, but when you use will, is used to talk about prediction of what we think is probably to happen. And when we use going to, is to talk about something that is about to happen. It's very short that is going to happen, 100% sure that is going to happen. When we say probably, maybe it's 75 or 50% that is going to happen. Okay. Let me clear that. And okay, remember in this second part of the grammar, be going to is used for things that are probable to happen soon. Will is used for more general predictions, as I said here. Okay. Will is prediction of something that maybe is going to happen. Be going to is to talk about something is going to happen, 100% sure. So this is the same here, right? Going to, 100% sure. Will, 75 or 50% that is going to happen, okay? And I think that is the last activity. No, we have 4 activities more. So, number 1, what are your plans for this week? And I think that we practiced that in the last video. What are your plans for this weekend? I blank my online homework. I am going to do my online homework. Be going to talk about plans. Are you going to do an internship this summer? Are you going to do an internship this summer? Imagine that you have everything ready. So what are you going to say? Maybe, probably, definitely no. So if you are 100% sure because everything is ready, the answer is definitely, definitely. Okay, because definite means 100% that is going to happen. Let's do this too. Choose the correct option for making plans and decision. I think we did that at the beginning. I don't remember. Choose the correct option for making plans and decisions. So this, to make plans and decisions, we choose she's going to study medicine. Be going to talk about plans and decisions. Choose the correct option for making predictions. So when we are talking about predictions, we have to use will. So which one contains will? This one. Maybe I won't go to college this year. Your prediction is in negative, but here you have will not. Yeah, we did this too at the beginning, but it's okay. Will not. So people, I finished for today. Tomorrow, I am not going to do Zoom. We are going to do some activities through the group because I need you to watch these videos and I need you to understand this grammar, okay? So I am really tired. Recording and speaking is very, very, very tiring. So that is why tomorrow I am not going to do Zoom. Study these videos, practice, make questions in the group, okay? And on Monday, yeah, we're going to have Zoom to make some reviews. Also, I am going to send you today or maybe tomorrow the reviews from units 4, 5, and 6. So people, take care and see you tomorrow.